We are going to be doing lots of medal ceremonies over the course of the evening. We are also going to be doing the last 10 questions for the International Geography B World Championship match for all 3 age divisions. But right now, let's get right into our first medal ceremony. We have the Great Trading Game High School, and with that, I would like to invite our medal ceremonies director, Mr. Marshall Mullins, to the podium. Marshall, Great Trading Game High School. And this will be followed immediately by the Geocache Elementary Gold Medal and the medals for the Geografeud Elementary Division. So those 3 will commence our medals presentations. Marshall, the floor is yours. Give it up.
Thank you, David. All right, so we're going to go with the Great Trading Game in the high school division. So starting in 3rd place with the bronze medal from Washington State, Leah Repovic. With the silver medal from Pakistan, Faris Raza. And our gold medalist from North Carolina, Bhargav Kuchibutla.
Carolina, heaven's blessings attend her. While we live, we will cherish, protect, and defend her. Though the scorner may sneer at and witlings defame her, still our hearts swell with gladness whenever we name her.
Congratulations.
All right, so next is the Geocache Treasure Hunt, the elementary division. Now, yesterday we tried to give this medal away, but our 1st and 3rd place recipients were missing, so we thought we'd schedule it again for tonight. So, once again, in 3rd place from New York State is Aryan Sharma. I thought he left early, but I just wanted to be sure. I just give him a round of applause, you know. So, and then in 2nd place, once again from Missouri, Michael Coleman. See, he saved us a minute. He brought his own. That's good. And our gold medalist from Montana is Evan Newcomer.
of that treasure state, story always new. Tell of its beauties grand and its heart so true. Mountains of sunset far, the land I love the best. Let me grasp the hand of one from out the golden west. Montana, Montana.
All right, next we're going to move on to the Geography in the elementary division. In third place is New York A, Leo Lewis, Julian Loshak, and Arjun Sangi. Almost get them all on there, I think. In second place with the silver medal is Team Connecticut, Siddharth Kumar and Dylan Hatton. And then our gold medalist is Team Minnesota, Priyamvada Banerjee, Jack Jewett, and Umar Khan. Flags I thought they were going to take off. All right. Moving on is the task forces. So our final wave of task forces will start with the elementary division. This time it was the elementary division starting to take on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. These medals are voted on by the proctors of their respective events. In third place for the state of New York, Arjun Jangi. In second place, representing Germany, Victor Napolitano. And in first place, representing Illinois, Sanjay Devakbaktuni.
Gently flowing, Illinois, Illinois, o'er thy prairies verdant growing, Illinois, Illinois, comes an echo on the breeze, rustling through the leafy trees, and its mellow tones are these. Illinois, Illinois.
Congratulations.
And its mellow tones are these.
All right, next, the middle school's last task force, urban planning in Burlington. In third place with the bronze medal from New York State is Abhinav Sadar. In second place, representing Minnesota, Ali Hashim. And our champion from New Jersey, Shubhan Kumar.
I'm from New Jersey and I'm proud about it. I love the Garden State. I'm from New Jersey and I brag about it. I think it's simply great. All of the other states throughout the nation may mean a lot to some, but I'll take New Jersey, brother. Jersey is like no other. I'm glad that's where I'm from. I'm from New Jersey and I'm proud about it.
All right, and then our last task force medals are in the high school division as they took on the conservation of the rainforest in Ecuador. In third place from California, Vaibhav Hariram. In second place with the silver medal, also from California, Ishan Gaikwad. Because your winner is the gold medal, again, from California, Nicholas Guevara Longri.
I love you, California. You're the greatest state of all. I love you in the winter, summer, spring, and in the fall. I love your fertile valleys, your dear mountains I adore. I love your grand old ocean and I love her rugged shore.
Congratulations! All right, we're going to take a break for the awards for a second and get ready to... Are you all right? We're going to take a break away from our awards for a second, and we're going to start our first competition event of the evening. I'm going to turn things over to David for more information on that.
Okay, we're going to bring up our elementary finalists. And we have 10 more questions to play to determine gold, silver, and bronze. Who will be the world champion? Let's bring up the tables and set the stage for the students. If I can have a couple staff members up to help out with that, that'd be great. I think just one will be fine. Okay. Okay, great. No, that's just high school. Is Naman here? He left. He had to what? He has to go to India tomorrow. Okay. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll have 5 players. Assuming that Naman played the first 25 questions, his scores from that will certainly still stand. So it's possible he could take any place, honestly. Having said that, his score is 0, so I don't think it's going to help too much. Okay, so let me explain how this will work. So this should only take about 5 minutes. We are going to play the 10 final questions. They have already played 25. And these 10 questions are going to be critical because Satvik comes in with 24 points. Malcolm comes in with 27. Siddharth is at -6. Naman is at 0 and is not in the building. Abhiram is at 2 and Manu is at 7. As a reminder, the scoring system works as follows. An early buzz that is correct is worth 6 points. A buzz in the middle of the question that's correct is worth 5 points. Towards the end, it's worth 4. After I've finished the question, it is worth 3 points. At any point during the question, if you ring in with an incorrect buzz, it's a -2. After the question, it's a -1. 3 incorrect answers kills the question. 3 seconds on all the timing. Let me just remove this other buzzer strand. Take that. Okay. Are you doing your own screen? Yeah. Okay, I have the questions here. 10 questions to determine the world champion in the International Geography B's elementary division. All good, Sean? Sorry? Scores, sure. So once again, the scores are Satvik at 24. Malcolm, 27. Siddharth at -6. Naman is not here and is at 0. Abhiram is at 2, and Manu is at 7. Okay. Players. We will buzzer check, and then we will get started. Yeah. So, let's tilt that. Okay. On the far end, ring in and tell us your name. Malcolm is on buzzer 1. Number 2. Say your name. Abiram is on buzzer number 2. Number 3. Satvik is on buzzer 3. Buzzer 4. Manu. And buzzer 5. Siddhanth is on 5. Players ready? Audience, silence, please. Make sure cell phones are turned off. Okay, players, off we go with toss-up 26. There is no going out, by the way. We will play all questions for all players. Okay, toss-up. This city's Wyandotte building was its first skyscraper, and that building is located on Broad Street, which passes through neighborhoods in this city, such as King Lincoln, Bronzeville, and Franklinton. This city's State House, which notably lacks a dome, was the site of anti-lockdown protests against Governor Mike DeWine, not Des Moines, -2, while the construction of the Scioto Mile forced the relocation of this city's replica of the Santa Maria, the flagship of its namesake. For the points, name this capital city of Ohio. Who got in? Yes, Columbus, for 3 points to Manu. Okay. The mic is necessary for the audience. Just hang on 1 second. And Siddhanth was -2 to -8. Okay, toss-up 2. The namesake spirit of this country was a boat that set the world water speed record on Blowering Lake, nestled in the snowy mountains. This country's Pink Lake near Esperance has had a clear color. Australia for 6 points to Malcolm. Toss-up 3. This river's islands include U Thant, which is named for a Burmese diplomat who worked on this river's shores. This river contains the notorious prison at Rikers Island, which lies across. The East River is correct for 5 points. That's to Manu. Toss-up 4. This country's central Khopti region contains its highest point at Mount Hambori. This country's most populous regions are Segu, Kulikoro. It is Mali. Yep, sorry. No, I called it. I'm sorry. Timing decisions are not protestable. Okay. That is 6 points to Malcolm, 39. Okay, and that is -2 to Abiram. Okay, toss-up number 30. The layout of structures in this complex may be explained by the fringe Orion correlation theory. This complex on the edge of the western desert contains what was once the world's tallest structure, formerly encased in limestone. This complex, protected as a UNESCO, not Valley of the Kings, this complex protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site with Memphis is the only. Giza is what we are going for, yes, and that's going to be 5 points over to Manu. And -2 to Satvik, bringing him down to 22. Let's do a score check halfway through. I have Satvik at 22, Malcolm at 39, Siddhanth at -8, Nauman nil, Abiram nil, and Manu 20. Check. Okay, continuing on, 5 to play. This country's capital is home to the largest medicinal bath in Europe, which is supplied by 2 hot springs at the Sechenyi thermal bath. This country's eastern end is home to the world's largest thermal lake, Lake Haviz. Hungary is correct, and that is 5 points to Manu. 5. Climbing up. Manu now at 25. Shh. Malcolm still in the lead at 39. Satvik in second with 22. 4 to play. Shh. Okay, yeah, Satvik in third, sorry. Toss up. This city, the northern terminus of the Kirov Railway, contains the Alyosha statue that overlooks the Valley of Glory. This city's Atomflot Corporation runs the world's only fleet of nuclear-powered icebreakers, and this city's defense against Operation Silver Fox made it the northernmost hero city. It is not Archangels. This city on the Kola Peninsula is the world's... Murmansk is correct. That brings Malcolm down to 37. And that was, hang on, and that is 5 points, bringing Manu to 30. Three to play. Malcolm 37, Manu 30, Satvik 22. Shh. Toss up 33. This country's largest island was the site of an incident in which Francisco Nguema ordered soldiers dressed as Santa Claus. Equatorial Guinea is correct for 6 points to Malcolm. Toss-up 34. Interstate 80 follows part of this river and its southern tributary past cities like Kearney and Ogallala. The Loup and Elkhorn rivers are both tributaries of this river, which... The Platte is correct for 6. Malcolm up to 49. 1 to play. Here you go. This island's Port Leith was captured by special forces from Corbeta, Uruguay, before it was recaptured during Operation Paraquet. This island's Mount Paget is the highest peak in the South Atlantic, while its capital of King Edward Point is the least... yes, that is correct. For 6 points to Abhiram, bringing him up to 6. Okay, final scores. I have in 6th place with -8 is Siddhanth. Congratulations. In 5th place, missing the finals, was Naman. Congratulations. In 4th place with 2 points was Abhiram. If it makes you feel better, Abhiram, the Molly buzz would not have mattered, ultimately. In 3rd place with 22 points is Satvik. Congratulations. 2nd place goes to Manu. And your world champion in the International Geography B from the District of Columbia, Malcolm McIntyre. Congratulations, Malcolm. Congratulations to all our players. Okay, players, if you can now retake your seats in the audience, and I have a special guest to introduce. Later. Yep. Marshall, we need the table cleared. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. As our staff brings away the table and the chairs for the time being, we'll continue with the middle school finals in about 20 minutes. But first, I would like to introduce a special guest that we are privileged to have join us this evening. Molly Gray is the current Lieutenant Governor of Vermont. She is younger than I am and a great friend of education and the environment. And we have our task force come on up here if you were on the Vermont Climate Change Task Force and just take the stage really quick. We had said whether you medaled or not, whatever age division you were, come on up. Okay. And just stand back here. So these students who are behind me participated in the task force that focused specifically on Vermont and climate change. And as per what we had mentioned on our website, the report was to be delivered to the office of Molly Gray, the Lieutenant Governor of Vermont. But Molly Gray is here with us this evening, so I will give the report in the envelope to the students here. And Molly, if you can come up and take the stage and shake their hands, and then the floor is yours for the next 20 minutes.
Comfortable. This is great. Actually,
and here's a bottle of water if you like.
great. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How are you all? Good. Good. Well, it is an absolute pleasure to be here. My name is Molly Gray, and I serve as Vermont's, does anyone know which number? Lieutenant Governor, but 82nd Lieutenant Governor, and the 4th woman in Vermont's history to serve. The last time we had a woman, thank you. The last time we had a woman serve as Lieutenant Governor, it was 1997, which I presume was a little before some of you were born. Just a little bit. But I want to welcome all of you. How many of you, for you, this is the first time visiting Vermont? Good. Well, welcome. I hope this is not the last. We hope to see you here soon. But tonight is a great night. It's time to celebrate the completion of the competition with your families and friends, your participation in the International Geography Championships, which show you're some of the top geography students in the world. It's a huge deal. So congratulations. And I want to share something really special about this chapel with you. This is Ira Allen Chapel. And I went to the University of Vermont and graduated in 2006. And in March of 2006, a senator from Illinois, where's our Illinois delegation? A senator from Illinois in 2006 that went on to become the President of the United States stood right up here, and he was just starting to think about running for president. And I sat right over there. And he talked about his values and mission, excitement, but pretty exciting to be here. And just so you know, Barack Obama was once also speaking right here. So I want to tell you a little bit about what the lieutenant governor does. The lieutenant governor serves as the second in command in Vermont. I'm elected separately than the governor. I preside over the Vermont Senate. I'm the tie-breaking vote, so if half the Senate's voting one way and half the Senate's voting another way, in a moment's notice, I have to be ready to be the tie-breaking vote. And if anything happens to the governor, I have to be governor immediately. But beyond that, it's a really exciting position where I get to travel around Vermont, I get to understand our own geography, but people and communities, and advocate for issues that I really care about. And when I was coming here tonight, I thought, what is it about geography that I also love? And I bet you all have your own reasons, but I remember growing up as a kid, I always wanted to be a flight attendant because I thought, that's how to see the world. Well, lo and behold, I realized there's many, many other ways to see the world. I worked for the International Committee of the Red Cross. I've worked in Africa, in the Middle East. And now as lieutenant governor, not only do I travel the state, but also travel to North Macedonia. You know where North Macedonia is? Yes, of course. Okay. Now it's North Macedonia, but previously it was Macedonia. But anyhow, the study of patterns in the natural environment, like the atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and geosphere, can reveal to us the importance and details of human-led relationships. And geography is a world discipline, as you know, one that can bridge the human and physical sciences. Having scientific data to inform us as citizens and public officials is vital to everything that we do, especially as we address climate change. So I want to tell you a little bit about what we're trying to do right here in Vermont to address climate change, and I suspect some of these recommendations in this report will guide our thinking. First, we're working, and we made a commitment to reduce emissions to 26% below 2005 levels by 2025, and 80% below 1990 levels by 2050. Does anyone know what the Paris Climate Agreement is? Yeah, okay. You guys know everything. So here in Vermont, we have our own Paris Climate Agreement. It's called the Global Warming Solutions Act. So as a state, even though we're not a nation state, we're a small state, we have made our own commitments that are similar to the Paris Agreement, and it's incumbent upon us to now try to meet them. So we're trying to weatherize 90,000 homes, install 112,000 heat pumps, and get 160,000 additional electric vehicles and passenger vehicles like buses on our streets, on our back roads. How many people went out Mount Mansfield? Did you drive on some back roads, some dirt roads? Yeah, we have a lot of rural communities that are desperately trying to get into electric vehicles. We need to get 12,500 electric industrial trucks and school buses on the road, and ramp up and fund programs that help low and moderate income Vermonters get into all of these different vehicles. We're also working to conserve our lake and our lands. As you know, here in Vermont, we have what we call our Great Lake, even though it's not technically one of the Great Lakes, but Lake Champlain. We have Mount Mansfield, we have skiing in the winter, we have lots and lots of farmers in the summer that depend on our land and environment to produce food for our communities. So as a state, we depend on taking care of our natural environment and climate. But I want to close by talking about education for one moment and read you a quote from Abraham Lincoln before I open the floor to you, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have, or I want to hear anything you want to share about your week. And it's from a speech he gave while running for office, and he was in Illinois. And he said, "Upon the subject of education, not presuming to dictate any plans or system for respecting it, I can only view it as the most important subject which we as a people can be engaged in." Lincoln understood, even back in the 1800s, that the key to the betterment of society and all of us was education. So I want to commend you all for making the same recognition as President Lincoln by choosing to participate in the International Geography Championships. I can only imagine how much time and work you've put into flashcards and memorizing and learning and memorizing. And in closing, I also want to take a moment to thank your parents who helped get you here, and a lot of time working with you, and also welcoming you to the state of Vermont. So congratulations on your completion of the competition, and thank you for your dedication to geography and the sciences. Vermont and the world, as you know, needs you and your scientific expertise more than ever. So congratulations, and I'm here for you if you have any questions. Yes. Pardon? Do I like geese? Is this a joke? In Vermont, the geese fly south every fall. Did you know that? Okay, next question. The Burlington, of course. No, I do love Burlington because, one, you have Ben & Jerry's here. This used to be the hometown of Bernie Sanders. This is where he got his start. Bernie Sanders, the gentleman who ran for president. But yes, Burlington, you chose a good city to visit. Yes. I was elected Lieutenant Governor of Vermont in 2020, and I had never run for office before. And now I'm running for the United States Congress. We are the only state in the nation never to have sent a woman to Washington. Yes. Because a not so fun fact about Vermont is that we're one of the oldest states in the nation. We're the 14th state to become a state, but we have an aging population. So we have lots and lots of people who are retiring, and which is great, as they should. But we really, really struggle to keep young people in Vermont, which means our workforce keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And so we don't even have enough people to fill all the most essential jobs. Now we don't have enough teachers or nurses or police officers. So my focus as Lieutenant Governor has been trying to figure out how do we get the next generation to stay in Vermont or move to Vermont, or all of you to decide to move to Vermont eventually. But that's been my biggest focus. And I decided as a lifelong Vermonter to run for Lieutenant Governor. Okay, I have time for 2 more questions. Yes. Thank you. Wait, can you stand up, please? Yeah. So I grew up on a farm in the most rural part of the state, where right now 1 in 3 kids still can't get online because they don't have broadband access. Yeah. Which during the how many of you were working at home during the pandemic, doing online learning? Yeah. Can you imagine? This is really important. This is really, really important. Can you imagine if you were at home without internet access? And each day you had to go out to the bus that would come by and drop off all the materials on paper for you while the rest of your class was online. So that for me is a huge, huge issue, and one that I've been focused on as Lieutenant Governor, trying to get broadband and internet access to every corner of Vermont so that rural communities have the same opportunities as every other community. Thanks. Yes. You want standing up? Thank you. And tell me where you're from. From New Jersey, okay. One more time and a bit louder. Is there a bill for affordable housing? There are many bills right now that are working on investments in housing. One of the big challenges we face is that we don't have enough water and sewer, which I know sounds really nerdy in some ways, but I always thought, let's just build. We have enough workers. If we have enough supplies, we can just build. But if you don't have the water systems and the infrastructure systems, the wastewater systems, right, for all of our waste, we can't build. So that's one of our biggest challenges right now. We don't have enough workers, but we actually don't have enough housing for them either. So it's kind of like we don't have enough workers to build housing, we don't have enough housing for the workers. So it's a really complicated issue. One more, sure, yes. Do you mind standing up and telling me your name and where you're from? I'm sorry. I've always believed if you can't see it, you can't be it. And in my lifetime, I've only seen one woman in statewide office. That was the former lieutenant governor, and it was 1997. We've only had one woman serve as governor, and she ran for office and was governor in 1984, the year I was born. Now you all know my age. So I felt like it's time to change things, and we need more women in statewide office. We need more women running for office. And I thought the best way to address this big challenge where we can't keep young people here is to have a younger person in office. So that's why I decided to run. And I'll tell you, I wasn't sure I would win, but I knew I wouldn't lose because I knew why I was running and I was going to change the conversation. So here we are. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Good. Thank you all so much, and I can't wait to welcome you back to Vermont in the future.
Okay, thank you so much, Lieutenant Governor Molly Gray. Okay, now the next thing that we are going to do is going to be the middle school division of the International Geography Bee Championship, World Championship match. But first, I need 2 elementary students downstairs to the lecture hall for a tie break on overall placement. So Parnav from Canada and Arav from Georgia. If you are in the house, you both should be. Okay, there's 1 and there's 2. Great. So just head downstairs for your tie break. And if we can get, okay, so if we can do this as silently as possible, we have an episode of At the Buzzer to show you. And so we are going to roll that. Students, you might want to move back slightly if you can't otherwise see the slides, where the slides have been, while our crew gets ready with the buzzer. So take it away, Gabriel and Sean.
Hi, my name is Soham Patel, and I am from the state of Minnesota, very nice place. And today we're reporting on the events of the last few days. So first of all, I'd like to talk about the country exam. So the winner of this year's country exam is Zach Trinsky. He won the country exam. You might be wondering, what's the country exam? It's an exam on the country of North Macedonia.
Last summer, when I was thinking of ideas for events for the IGC that we're doing this week, I thought, wouldn't it be fun to give away a full trip to a country, and particularly perhaps the country that students might not have visited before. And we actually have some connections with the North Macedonian government, and they are now prepared to welcome our highest exam scorer on the country exam, which focused all about the geography of North Macedonia. And so the student who won, Zachary Terinsky, will be getting an all-expenses-paid trip to North Macedonia.
Zachary Terinsky, I'm from Millburn, New Jersey, and I just won the country exam for North Macedonia.
How did you prepare for the exam?
So I skimmed through a book about North Macedonia. I memorized the municipalities, and I just went on Wikipedia a lot.
Is there any fun fact about North Macedonia?
One of the second largest city, and they had like 50 or like a huge number of consuls from all over Europe. At one point, it was called the City of Consuls. I just thought that was interesting.
How would you say you felt when it was announced that you were the winner?
I was shocked. I did not expect to be the winner.
How excited are you?
Very excited. I mean, when I was researching it, I just saw Lake Ohrid, and it was just such a beautiful lake and such a beautiful place. So yeah, I'm very excited.
My second story today that I want to share is about 2 kids from Poland who are competing here this week. There was a Michał in elementary school and Jan in middle school, and they have said that the IGC has been a great experience for them. And now to the clip.
What do you think about the IGB championships?
It is the best lesson of English, not like in the school. It is real life, not with peoples from the nations with English language.
And what do you think about Burlington, Vermont?
I like the architecture of Burlington, and I also like the university. and the lake is beautiful, and I really enjoyed the trip to Echolly Science Center.
Yeah, it is great.
Okay, so the third story today is about Adi Gadekar. He's a junior from New Jersey, so he's going into the 11th grade, and a few days ago, he's in high school. A few days ago, he won 5 medals in the same day. He came first for the knockout, first for historical geography, third for human geography exam. He won first for geoguessr and first for the battery in his respective division. So he has won 5 different events. He has won medals in one day, and I think he has won a few more across other days. It's a big event. That's a big accomplishment. And now to the clip.
Which of the events did you find the hardest?
I think the historical geography B was the hardest. Up until now, for this competition, we've been doing a lot of tests, and the B was also in a subject that I wasn't so good at. So it was pretty scary being in the historical geography B, but in the end, I managed to pull through and I got the medal.
Are there any specific moments that you remember from today?
I remember when I was neck and neck with the second place finisher today, and I knew that if they got the last question that I wouldn't get first, but if I did, I would get first. Another person ended up getting the question and the points, but overall, I think that moment was when I was the most scared.
What would you say was your favorite event?
My favorite event was like the family game show beta test today. It happened right before the knockout, and it was pretty fun because I went up against another competitor's family, and David Madden was moderating, and it was just a lot of fun. It was very informal. It's just a great time to have, and it was also a nice break from all the competitions I had.
Is there any advice that you could give to others?
Don't be set back by a couple failures. Yesterday, I finished near last in the Vermont geography exam, but today I got 4 gold medals. So one setback doesn't really define you. Just keep on trying, and eventually you'll get it.
Okay, and as the students come up, I would like to introduce Klara Gonciarz from Poland, who has been working on our press corps all week long, and she has a few words to say about that. The students who can assemble down there, just at the foot of the stage for now, are your middle school finalists. So that's Roma, Nirmal, Akarsh, Evan, Alan, and Anish. So just assembled there at the foot of the stairs. Shh. And give a big hand to Klara and all the staff who helped out with the press corps this week.
Hello. So first of all, I would like to thank you all, the people who were with us during this week, and we were working together on the press corps. And I think the outcome was quite amazing. So thank you for your hard work, and big round of applause once again. And now I would like to award a small gift to our press corps team. So please come here with me and join me on the stage. Sohum Patil, Krish Dev, Justin Huang, Vishal Tekler, Priyam Vada, Sai Pranav, and Aaron N.
Okay, so middle school B finalists, please come up and grab a buzzer. And this will be followed immediately by the high school B finals. Shh. Shh. Okay, so are we ready to input the scores? Sean? Okay, so we'll do a buzzer check, and as you come around, just tell me your name, and I will announce to the audience how many points you currently have. So start us off. Anish is on red 1, and Anish currently has 31 points. He's in second place. Okay, next up, shh. Evan is on red 2. Evan currently has 11 points. Okay, next up. Roman currently has 5 points. Okay, next up. Alan currently has 0 points on red 4. Shh. Okay, keep going. Nirmal is in the lead with 42 points. And on the green buzzer, Akarsh has -2 points. Okay, all players will play all questions. You know the rules. Good luck. Audience, silence, please. Middle school, last 10 questions. Here is number 1. Shh. This country's tourist attractions include the Garden of the Sleeping Giants, a walk-through orchid garden. This country's indigenous people are the Itaukai, and this country's largest religious group is the Methodist Church, due to previously being conquered by Tonga. This country's 2 major islands are Viti Levu. The buzz is to Roman, who says Fiji. That's good for 5 points. 27. Shh. The construction of the George Parks Highway turned this city into the most populous of the Matanuska-Susitna borough, beating out Palmer. This city is situated north of the Knik arm of the Cook Inlet, and this city is its... that is correct. That is Wasilla. Quick buzz to Evan for 6 points. 28. Shh. This city is served by Tolmachevo Airport, a major hub of S7 airlines. This city's turquoise Glovny station is the northern terminus of the Turkestan-Siberian Railway, and this city is one of the 2 closest to the Eurasian pole of inaccessibility, along with Urumqi. This city, home to the Neo-Byzantine Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, is... Novosibirsk is correct for 5 points to Anish. 29. Shh, I need a 2-word phrase on this one. Terry Sewell represents the western part of this region, which is underlain by large deposits of chalk. This region roughly stretches from Meridian to Columbus. Civil rights marchers were suppressed during Bloody Sunday at the Edmund Pettus Bridge in this region's queen city of Selma. Stretching across central Alabama, -2. For the points, what is this region which is named for its fertile soil and known for its proportionally high African American population? Nope, not the Sun Belt. Shh. Time. Okay, so that's -2 to Roman, down to 8. And that was then a buzz to Alan, who's now at -1. And we were going for the black belt, okay? Shh, 30. Continuing on. This point, the center of a spacecraft cemetery where Mir was abandoned, is also fictionally located near Rulaya, the city which is home to Cthulhu. This point is equidistant from Ducie Island, Easter Island, and Marie Byrd Land, meeting... Point Nemo is correct for 5 points to Roman. Quick score check. I have Roman 13, Nirmal 42, Akarsh -2, Evan 17, Alan -1, Anish 36. Check. Good. 31. Shh. Many consider this language family to include Sandawe and Hadza, both spoken in Tanzania. Hottentot was a term used by Europeans to describe speakers of this language family who historically herded Nguni cattle. Speakers of these languages use exclamation points in their vocabulary and include the San Bushman. Khoisan is correct for 5 points to Akarsh, bringing him out of the hole. Okay, 32. This region gives its name to a type of glacier known for its fan-like shape, and this region's eastern border is formed by the Ticino River, which feeds Lago Maggiore. This region shares Monte Rosso with Valle and the Aosta Valley. This region, which contains the source of the Po River, is the largest. Piedmont is correct for 5 points to Roman. 33. This city in the Maldonado department is connected to La Barra by a bendy bridge known for its oscillating road. The World Trade Organization was created in this city, known for its Greek-inspired Casa Pueblo Hotel, nicknamed the Monaco of the South. This city's La Mano statue features a hand rising out of a beach on a peninsula that marks the Rio de la Plata's eastern edge. For the points, name this Uruguayan resort town. Punta del Este is correct for 3 points to Nirmal. With 2 to play, Nirmal is at 45, Anish is at 36. Number 34. This current names a province that has its capital at Lobito, and Benguela is correct for 6 to Nirmal. And the last question. Maultaschen are traditional dumplings that are served at restaurants in this state's university town of Tübingen on the Neckar River. This state, home to the cultural region of Swabia, Baden-Württemberg is correct for 6 points to Nirmal with authority, sealing the deal, 57 points. Congratulations, Nirmal is your world champion for the International Geography B in the middle school division. Otherwise, we do not have any ties to break. So in 6th place with -1 was Alan. Congratulations. In 5th place with 3 points was Akarsh. In 4th place with 17 was Evan. In 3rd place with 18 was Roman. 2nd place with 36 is Anish. And your champion with 57 is Nirmal. Congratulations. Thank you very much. You can now rejoin your fellow competitors. As we bring up the high school finalists, I need the score sheet, but you should know who you are if you are in the high school B finals. Come on up, grab a buzzer. Here we go. And Sarah? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay, the last 10 questions, barring any ties to break. Shh. Okay, so was your protest accepted? Delmarva. No, it was not, says Scott. Okay. All right, so let's do the buzzer check. So start us off on the end. Again, tell us your name and your affiliation as well. Ahilan from California. Next up. Nicholas from California. Abivir, California. I am sensing a trend here. Next up. Aaron from North Carolina. Next up. Touche. Nicely played. North Carolina, North California. And Michigan. All right. 10 questions to play. Let me announce the current scores. Okay, so I'll just move in order so make it easier for our scorekeepers to enter in the scores. So Ahilan is currently at -4. Nicholas is at 9. Abavir is at 7. Aaron is at 17. Vaibhav is at -14. And shh. Hey, there's still more than enough questions. Shh. And in the lead is Vade with 29. All right. Good luck. You know how do we play? Shh. Toss-up 1. The Dundari dialect is spoken in this city, which is a gateway to the Galtaji pilgrimage site known for its rhesus macaques. This city contains tourist sites such as the Castle Hawa Mahal, which is a... Jaipur is correct for 6 points to Abavir. Toss-up 2. A festival named for this lake's sound brings in electronic music bands who perform near the beaches of Zamardi. Barachoni is a volcanic mountain by this lake whose shores contain historic resorts such as Hafiz. Lake Balaton is correct for 6 to Vade. Toss-up 28. 38 of these places are led by a governing body known as a police jury. The 19 original examples of these places include Pointe Coupée, Avoyelles, and La Fourche. Old Warren was absorbed into one of these places, but then realigned as a district named Carroll. East and West Feliciana are 2 of these districts, which have seen border changes along Lake Pontchartrain. For the points, parishes for 4 points to Nicholas of Louisiana, not counties in the Pelican State. 29, I need a specific 2-word term here. Many of these objects were created under the reigns of Erasoyan and Isegi. Foliate patterns that appear in these works. Nope, -2. Foliate patterns that appear in these works signify leaves used in healing rites by priestesses of Olokun. Lost wax casting was used for some of these works of kings called Oba, which were created by the Edo people. Colonial forces looted over 200 of these works during an 1897 expedition and took them to the British Museum. For the points, name these relief sculptures named for a kingdom in Nigeria that shares its name with a country governed from... -2. Govern. No, that's also -2, and that kills it. So that was specifically Benin bronzes, the Benin bronzes. Okay, tough question. So that was -2 to Ahilan, to Vade, and who had the third neg? Aaron, okay. And that brings him to 15. Okay, toss-up 30. We'll score check after this. One of these specific locations in Pichincha Province, Ecuador, is named Bella Vista and features hummingbirds such as the Indian emerald. Another of these locations, which is situated along the Cordillera de Tilaran, contains over 2,500 plant species and was first settled by Quakers from Alabama wishing to avoid the Korean War. These moist locations... Cloud Forest is correct for 5 to Vade. Okay. I currently have Vaibhav at -14, Aaron 15, Ahilan -2, Vade 38, Nico 13, Abavir 13. Check? No. Ahilan is -6. Correct. That's how math works. Whoops. Okay. 31. This region's village of Bibury is known for its former weaving district called Arlington Row, which is depicted on the inside of British passports. The source of the River Isis, which ultimately becomes the Thames, is located in this region that partially encompasses Gloucestershire County and rises above the Severn Valley. The towns of Stratford-upon-Avon, Bath, and Oxford -2, are located on the fringes of, for the points, what region of southwestern England that is known for its -2, that is known for its rolling houses and summer visitors from London. Nope, that's -1. We're going for the Cotswolds. So -1 to Vybov, -2 to Vade, -2 to Ahilan. Toss it, 32. Illegal logging near this region's Usoy department has severely threatened tree cover in this region's namesake national park. This region's namesake river passes by the city of Kolda and serves communities in Sediu. This region's largest city is located near Kapskering, and that city is called Ziguinchor. Yes, Casamance just got it in for the 5 points. 5 points to Vybov. Bring him to -10. 33. In 2009, members of the ABM were attacked in this city's informal Kennedy Road settlement. Small antelopes known as blue duikers are found on the trails of Burman Bush in this city's Morningside suburb. Suncoast Casino is connected to Point Waterfront along this city's Golden Mile, which also contains the theme park Ushaka Marine World. This city, which has a high Indian population, was formerly named Port Natal. For the points, Durban for 4 to Vade, bringing him to an even 40. 2 to play. 34. This specific border's Duck Valley Indian Reservation has its seat at Auhi, which was named after the native Hawaiians who disappeared when exploring the area around this border. The Magic Valley extends across this border to the town of Jackpot, to which Cactus Pete's Resort was -2, to which Cactus Pete's Resort was moved south in 1954. Elko County forms the southern part of this border that is located between Utah and Oregon. For the points, -2. For the points, name this border separating two western U.S. states. No, separating Utah and Oregon, so no California, Idaho and Nevada. Idaho and Nevada. It's a lot harder to think it through in real time. So that's -1 to, and that was a neg to Vade. And who had the other neg on that? Aaron. Okay. Okay, so heading into the last question, sure, a final score check. We have Vybov at -11, Aaron at 13, Ahilan at -8, Vade at 38, Nico at 13, and Abavir at 13. So we currently have a 3-way tie for second place. Okay. Toss-up 35. The Scottish ship Pommern was gifted to the capital of this region, and that ship is currently located at its maritime museum. Though most of this region's population lives on Fasta, some live on the islands of Lemland and Eckerö. This region, which is separated from Roslagen, includes the municipality of Jomala, which mostly surrounds its capital at Mariehamn. Åland Islands for 5 to Vade, sealing the deal. He's your world champion in the International Geography B. Very well done. Congratulations. And now we have presumably 2 more questions to break the tie for second and third. So first, the second place will go to whoever answers first between Aaron, Nico, and Abavir. Tiebreaker rules stipulate that there are no negs at all. The first correct answer will take it. Will take second place in the overall silver for this event. Okay, good luck. This national park's Mesquite Flat sand dunes were the location of some of the shots from the original Star Wars film. This national park is home to Telescope Peak, the highest point of the Panamint Range. The Badwater Basin, Death Valley as Nicholas takes silver. And now for the bronze, just Abavir and Aaron. Next tiebreak, good luck. Shh. Inhabitants of this city's community of Mea Shearim are called Litvaks, regardless of nationality, and visitors to that community are urged to wear long-sleeve shirts and not use their mobile phones. This city's Armenian quarter is accessible through Jaffa Gate, and this city where the Knesset assembles is its country's... Just getting it in, yes. For the silver, or sorry, the bronze going to Abavir. All right, congratulations. Vade Muthusamy from Michigan, the world champion in the high school division of the International Geography B. And I'd like to bring Marshall Mullins back to the stage for more medals, and if we can have the staff do away with the tables. We're done with competitions at the International Geography Championships, unless there are any tie breaks in middle school, but I have not been apprised of any.
Okay, if you can bring the laptop up with the agenda again, if you don't mind.
For sure.
Okay. Take your time. We still got some setup.
Okay. Okay, back to Marshall Mullins for more medals. Congratulations to all of our IGB finalists and champions.
All right, so we're going to move on to the East Asian Geography B. All right, starting with our elementary division. In third place, representing California, Manu Chirukamil. Second, from representing the District of Columbia, Malcolm McIntyre. And our champion from Maryland is Satvik Jain. Now the state anthem of Maryland.
The Despotire is on my shore, Maryland, my Maryland. His torch is at thy temple door, Maryland, my Maryland. Avenge the patriotic gore that flecked the streets of Baltimore, and be the battle queen of yore, Maryland, my Maryland.
Congratulations! A gentle reminder that this is not kendo combat. Please keep your flags to yourself. All right, middle school. Middle school in third place in the East Asian Geography B from Georgia is Anish Raja. In second place, representing Connecticut, Roman Gagliardi. And your champion from Iowa is Nirmal Milam. Congratulations. That was great. Our next IHO event is going to be synchronized flag waving. That was great. Finally, in East Asian, East Asian Geography, the high school division. In third place, representing California, Abhavir Arvin Iyer. With the silver medal, representing Singapore, Evan Koe. And your gold medalist from Michigan, Vade Muthazami.
Michigan, my Michigan, thy lake-bound shores I long to see. Michigan, my Michigan, from Saginaw's tall whispering pines, from Lake Superior's farthest mines, fair in the light of memory shines. Michigan, my Michigan, thou gave thy...
Congratulations to our medalists. All right. Next event, the Hexathlon. We finally got it finished. All right. So in the elementary division, in third place is New Jersey A, DeWitt Silver, Naaman Belakavadi, and Sarang Shachang. With the silver, California A, Manu Chirukamil, Abhiram Girish, Tejas Karate. And then your champions is the USA Potomac team, which is District of Columbia and Maryland. That is Malcolm McIntyre and Satvik Jain. Have a seat, everybody. All right, middle school hex. Middle school hex. With the bronze medal is the California team of Evan Chu and Adrian Vilka. Second place is the USA Northeast team of Connecticut and Pennsylvania. That's Roman Gagliardi and Max Schaefer. And your middle school champions in the hex, Team Georgia, Anish Raja, Samanyu Ganesh, Alan Marek.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia.
High school hex first. And then finally the high school hex. Bronze medal in the high school hex is California A's team of Ahilan Ramia and Abavir Arvin Iyer. With the silver medal is the USA North team of Vade Muthusamy and Leah Repovic from Washington State and Michigan. And your gold medal, And your gold medal is the New Jersey A team. Adi Gadekar, Zachary Terinsky, Jun Ho-Oh. Congratulations to our medalists. And now David Madden with the medals for the symposium.
Okay, the symposium was a new event at IGC this year. It involved submitting a paper and then an oral defense, and then in classic symposium tradition, going all the way back to the ancient Greeks, we did not do this with wine, for obvious reasons, but we did it with ice cream, we did it with maple lemonade, and we did it with a delicious dinner at Farmhouse Grill. We discussed and debated the topics at hand. Half the final score depended on the paper that the students written, and half depended on the final symposium as per the three evaluators. And with that said, in bronze position from the state of Maine, Edward Dixon Smith. In second place from the Commonwealth of Virginia, not here, but that goes to Devin Opper. Congratulations to Devin. And the gold medal in the symposium from the state of California, Ahilan Aranian. Congratulations.
winter, summer, spring, and in the fall. I love your fertile valleys, your dear mountains I adore. I love your grand old ocean, and I love her rugged shore.
All right, congratulations. We have just one more medal ceremony on a standard event, and that is GeoGuessr for middle school. After that, we will have the awards for first the International Geography Bowl, then the International Geography B World Championships. Then I will announce the medals tables champion and then the overall champions. And then there will just be a few final remarks. Vade, yes. Did we not do task force? Okay, so then I guess we have that to add as well. I'll turn it back over to Marshall and he'll take it from here.
All right, so next is GeoGuessr for middle, like David mentioned. In third place from New Jersey, Shikhar Sharma. In second place from California, Evan Tu. David, I made the mistake. We actually awarded the high school rainforest already. Good. And our gold medalist from Massachusetts is Seth Kim.
Hail to Massachusetts, the land of the free and the brave. For Bunker Hill and Charlestown and the flag we love to wave. For Lexington and Concord and the shot heard round the world. All hail to Massachusetts, we'll keep her flag unfurled. She stands upright.
Congratulations to our medalists. All right, now we start going for the bigger stuff. Starting with the International Geography Bowl in the elementary. Let's see. In third place in elementary is Team Connecticut, Sanant Kumar, Dylan Haddon. In second place with the silver medal, Team USA Potomac, Malcolm McIntyre, Satnik Jain. And your elementary champions in the Geography Bowl is California A, Manu Chirukabil, Abhiram Garish, Tejas Karate.
When the snow-crowned golden Sierras keep their watch o'er the valleys bloom, it is there I would be in our land by the sea, every breeze bearing rich perfume. It is here nature gives of her rarest, it is home, sweet home to me. And I know when I die I shall breathe my last sigh for my sunny California.
Congratulations. All right, next is the Middle School Geography Bowl. Third place is the New Jersey A team, Akarsh Kalu, Shikhar Sharma, Samuel Asefa. We're almost through. We appreciate your patience. Your silver medalist is Team Iowa, Nirmal Bilam and Aaron Shirer. And your gold medalist team is Team Georgia, Anish Raja, Samanyu Ganesh, and Alan Marek.
Keeps Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on my mind.
I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and as moonlight through the pines.
Congratulations to our medalists. Okay. And then we have the High School Bowl. High School Bowl. Our bronze medalist team, Shush! Our third place team is North Carolina A, Aaron Castellino and Vaibhav Hariram. Your silver medalist is New Jersey A, Adi Gadekar, Zachary Terinsky, and Jun Ho-Oh. And our gold medalists in High School Geography Bowl from the Northern U.S. team, Vaid Muthazami, Leah Repovic, Michigan and Washington State.
Okay, so let's hear a bit of both Michigan and Washington.
Washington, my home, wherever I may roam, this is my land, my native land. Washington, my home, our verdant forest green, caressed by silvery stream, from mountain peak to fields of wheat.
Bravest fourth to die, Michigan, my Michigan, beneath the hostile southern sky, they bore thy banner proud and high, ready to fight and never to fly. Michigan, my Michigan.
Congratulations to our medalists.
From Yorktown on to
All right, all right. 2 more events to go. We have the International Geography B next. We're awarding plaques to the top 6 students, the ones who completed their events right here on this very stage. We're going to start with elementary once again. In 6th place, from Connecticut, is Siddhant Kumar. In 5th place, from New Jersey, Naman Belakavati. 4th place, Abhiram Girish from California. 3rd place, Satvik Jain from Maryland. 2nd place goes to California's Manu Charukamil. And your elementary champion in the International Geography B from the District of Columbia, Malcolm McIntyre. right, next, the middle school International Geography B. The top 6 places. In 6th place from Maryland is Alan Sy. In 5th place from New Jersey is Akarsh Kalu. Fourth place, representing California, Evan Tu. Third place is Roman Gagliardi from Connecticut. Second place from Georgia, Anish Raja. And your middle school International Geography B champion from Iowa, Nurmal Milam.
Tis Iowa, oh Iowa, from yonder Mississippi stream to where Missouri's waters gleam. Oh, there it is, as poets scream. Oh, Iowa, in Iowa.
Congratulations to our medalists. And now the high school International Geography B. In 6th place from North Carolina, Vaibhav Hariram. In 5th place from California, Ahilan Aranian. Fourth place from North Carolina, Aaron Castellino. In 3rd place, winning the 2nd tiebreaker from California, Abhivir Arvanayar. In 2nd place, winning the 1st tiebreak from California, Nicholas Guevara Longri. And your International Geography B high school champion from Michigan, Vaid Muthazami.
I sing a song of all the best. Michigan, my Michigan. I sing of a state with riches blessed. Michigan, my Michigan. Your mind's unmask a hidden store, but richer your historic lore, and great the love your builders bore. Oh, Michigan, my Michigan.
All right, congratulations. We're getting to know a number of state songs very well. We're getting very close to the end. So, last bit of the evening. So first, just a couple of announcements. We are going to have all of the photos and all of the slides and all of the AV stuff that was filmed and pictures taken over the course of the week by both our press corps and our staff, but also by Adam Stackhouse and Liz Sykes from the AV Adventure. Give them a big hand. And all of that will be up online on the Geo Championships website within the next week or two. Okay, next, also just a reminder, I had said this at the start of the evening, but if you have any of my books from my little free IGC library, if you're not going to be finishing those, please bring them back to me or drop them off with any staff member before you depart Vermont. If you would like to take the book home, you are welcome to do so. But remember, you may need to send it back and you would need to pay for it. So that's up to you. Okay, so we have now an important point in this presentation where I would personally like to thank all of our outstanding and amazing staff who has made this week possible. So students, give them a big hand. And we are going to individually recognize them so quickly. We can and we will do a standing O at the end. But first off, thanks to our part-time readers, John Bennett, Mike Hoey Lukakis, Kieran McCormick, Rachel Weiner, and Ann Halliday. They are from the Vermont academic competition community and came in as extra help on the bowl where we needed it. For our competition coordinators, we had Isam Awan, who helped out with the task force. He had to take off. McKinney Sizemore was Geography and Jeopardy. McKinney, stand up. Thank you for your help. From Austin, Texas, the writer and grader of every multiple choice exam and the written exams and the hextathlon and a whole lot more, Mr. Jason Flowers, ladies and gentlemen. My friend and fellow IAC Executive Committee member, Jay Wycliffe, helped out with the Canada trip, the medal ceremonies, and a whole lot more. Where is Jay? There he is. Sarah Del Villano had a chance to cheer on Marilyn many times this week, and she helped out with many things, especially the geocache treasure hunt. Scott Blish did a lot of question editing, and you have him to thank for the puns in the Jeopardy, as well as lots of other reading and help throughout the week. Scott Fowler helped out with the task force, the medals, and a lot more, including the symposium. My thanks to Scott. Sean Bryady is listed on here as Ultimate Frisbee, but he's done a lot more than that. He has been very helpful with the audiovisual tonight, and also very much with Family Game Show Beta Test. We love that one. Steve Minch is a hiking guide. He's also a co-coach with Jason Flowers of Team USA. Give it up for Steve. He's over there. Will Tippins assisted with the great trading game along with Jay and medals and much more. Will came all the way from the United Kingdom / Italy to help out. Gabriel Rodos, who is over on the AV at the moment, came all the way from Ecuador and helped out with the Ecuador Rainforest Task Force and a lot more. Sean Brown and Kirsten Brown from Rouse's Point, New York, just across the lake, helped out with many things, reading, transportation, and a lot more. My parents, Tim and Susan Madden, you can have to thank for, well, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here, and if I weren't here, you wouldn't be here. So but thank you, Mom and Dad, for all your help as always. On field trips, Kelly Wycliffe did a lot of help also with the help desk over the course of the weekend, and she netted all the staff. Searsucker lanyards. John Garner from Georgia was your field trips coordinator. We've had an amazing team here all week from IAC Polska in Poland. They've accompanied our 2 Polish students to IGC. They've assisted with the press corps and a whole lot more. So give it up for IAC Polska, Basia Malkowska, Franek Alvarado, helped out a lot with stats as well, Clara Gonciarz, Martina Flisiak on the press corps. It's Martina. Patricia Broya from the press corps as well. And our IAC Polska Executive Director. Congratulations to Natalia Stasek for all her tremendous help. And then the management of IAC USA who brought you this week. First off, a big hand to our question production team. That includes Scott Blish, that includes McKinney Sizemore, that includes a lot of people, but it particularly is Lee Holden, your Director of Question Production. Kevin Como, the only native Burlingtonian, was your stats coordinator and assistant tournament director. Marshall Mullins has been running medal ceremonies, buzzers, and a lot more all week. Arthur Ramsey was your competition coordinator and tournament director for the History Bee and the History Bowl. Joseph Cox was your staff director. He put together this amazing crew that we've had so much fun working with. The USA Director of Operations, Deborah Pettengill, deserves special recognition for all of her behind-the-scenes work all week at the help desk, troubleshooting, fixing all the problems and traps I laid, and so much more. My wife, Nolwenn, you can thank her for all the cookies you're about to eat and a lot more. We have over 200 homemade baked cookies out back in just a second. What? My mistake. And I'm David Madden, the Executive Director of IGC. Thank you all for coming. Give our staff a big standing ovation. Okay, that is not a signal to leave, however. We have 2 more things to announce. We will be quick. We have the final medals count. That's something you want to know. Shh. And then we have your overall champions. You want to know them too. So final medals count. We'll do this quick. You can stand up where you are. No need to take the stage. Remember, medals are ranked first by number of golds, then by number of silvers, then by number of bronze. The overall medal count is somewhat irrelevant to that, except for the fact that obviously the more you rack up and the more golds and silvers you bring home, the higher you rank. 31 polities or affiliations won at least a share of a medal. You can get a share of a medal in a team event. But in 10th place overall with 16 total medals, 3 gold, 5 silver, and 8 bronze, Team Connecticut. Stand up, Team Connecticut. In 9th place with 3.5 gold, 6.5 silver, 6 bronze, 16 total, Team Maryland. Stand up from Maryland. 8th place with 4 gold, 0 silver, 1 bronze. Way to make your medals count. 5 total from the state of Ohio. In 7th place with 4 gold, 1 silver, and 8.33 bronze, only here at IGC. Folks, congratulations to the Tar Heel State of North Carolina. Strong showing. In second place in overall medals and in sixth place in the overall medals table with 15 bronze, 12 silver, and 5 gold, Team California in sixth place. Including today's Elementary Bowl Championship. In fifth place with 5.5 gold, 3.5 silver, and 1 bronze. They had 1 player, but he sure made it count. Congratulations, Vade Muthusamy from Michigan. And just ahead of Vade on 4th place overall with 10 total medals, 6 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze, Team Iowa. Great showing from the Hawkeye State. Third place overall in the medals table, a state never, or not a state in fact, but a polity never even represented before at an IAC summer event. 1 student, 7.5 gold, 3.5 silver, no bronze because he got the gold and the silver. Congratulations, Malcolm McIntyre from the District of Columbia. Fantastic job. In second place with 11 gold, 10 silver, 4 bronze, 25 total, Team U.S. State of Georgia. Congratulations. And led by the amazing Adi Gadakar and the en route to North Macedonia, Zach Turinsky, Team New Jersey in first place. 13 gold, 9 silver, 13 bronze, 35 overall. All right, and now for the overall champions. In the elementary and middle school division, this is done on a computation of 3 events: the battery exam, the written exam, and the International Geography B World Championships. Whoever finishes in first place in each of those events gets 1 point. In second, gets 2 points. Gets 3 points, and so on. If there is a tie, say, for second, a 2-way tie, then second and third would both get 2.5 points. That's called the rank point system. That's how we determine overall championships at our summer events and some other events as well. And with that in mind, I will turn it back over to Marshall to announce the final placements for first, the elementary division.
All right. Okay. Before we start, I also wanted to just have a quick thanks to the members of our stats team, both officially and unofficial on the team, for helping me look good every night. Well, I mean, they tried their best, right? All right. Anyway, so with the elementary, excuse me. So for the elementary, in 10th place from Canada is Parnav Kundi. In ninth place from Georgia is Arav Modi. In 8th place from Illinois, Sanjay Devabakatuni. In 7th place from New Jersey is Sarang Shah Chong. In 6th place from Minnesota, Priyamvada Banerjee. In 5th place from New Jersey, Naman Belakavati. In 4th place, also from New Jersey, DeWitt Silver. In 3rd place from California, Manu Chirukamil. Second place, representing the District of Columbia, Malcolm McIntyre. And your overall individual elementary champion, representing Maryland, Satvik Jain.
The state song, the former state song of Maryland. We'll fix it next time.
Maryland, my Maryland, my beaming sword shall never rust. Maryland, my Maryland, remember Carroll's sacred trust. Remember Howard's warlike thrust, and always numbers will adjust. Maryland, my
Congratulations, Satvik Jain, the champion of the International Geography Championships 2022 Elementary Division. Back to Marshall for the middle school.
All right, once again, we'll start from 10th and go up to 1st in middle school. All right. In 10th place from Maryland is Alan Tsai. In 9th place from Virginia is Ethan Lee. Oh, we... In 8th place from Maryland is Evan Trask. In 7th place from New Jersey is Akarsh Kalu. In 6th place from Georgia is Alan Marek. In 5th place, representing Virginia, is Connor Windust. Fourth place from Georgia is Samanyu Ganesh. In 3rd place from California is Evan Tu. In second place is Roman Gagliardi from Connecticut. And your overall individual champion in the middle school division from Georgia, Anish Raja.
Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in the peaceful dreams I see, the road leads back to you. I said, Georgia, oh Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
All right, congratulations, Anish Raja from Georgia. Your overall middle school champion at the 2022 International Geography Championships. That just leaves high school. One brief note before we bring the high schoolers up. Shh. The high school does not include the International Geography B World Championships as a component of the overall score. It includes the new GIS competition. And I would like to thank Natalia and Jason Flowers and everybody else who helped out on that. They put together a fantastic exercise on very short notice, and that is your third component part for the high school. Marshall, tell us who is 10th through 1st.
All right, so for the high school, starting from 10th, from Virginia is Devin Opper, who I believe is gone. Ta-da! Yes, 9th. 9th is North Carolina's Justin Huang. Joining him in 8th place, also from North Carolina, Vaibhav Hariram. In 7th from Massachusetts, Benjamin Titel. Place, representing California, Ahilan Iranyan. Shh, almost there. There's cookies on the other side of this. In 5th place for Massachusetts is Dean Cardner. In 4th place, representing India, Krish Dev. In 3rd place, representing Canada, is William Gong. In 2nd place is Vade Muthazami from Michigan. And our overall high school individual champion from New Jersey, Adi Gadekar.
I'm from New Jersey and I'm proud about it. I love the Garden State. I'm from New Jersey and I brag about it. I think it's simply great. All of the other states throughout the nation may mean a lot to some. But I'll take New Jersey, brother. Jersey is like no other. I'm glad that's where I'm from. I'm from New Jersey and I'm proud about it.
Congratulations, Adi Gadekar from New Jersey, your high school champion at the 2022 International Geography Championships. Thank you, Marshall. So, ladies and gentlemen, I kindly ask the following. Shh. If we can have all staff come up and assemble behind me in front of the banner for a group photo. And while they do that, everybody else can exit out those doors, but not just yet, not just yet, not just yet. There's cookies and lemonade and cider out there. Hang on. Shh. Arthur's going to come up and give one more announcement. But from my point of view, the IGC 2022 is adjourned.